Hello friends, welcome to ELS, English Literature Studies with Core Harpreet. Today we'll discuss Andrea del Sarto by Robert Browning. And friends, if you want to know more about Browning and about his other poems, you can check my playlist Robert Browning, right? So let's get started today's topic, that is Andrea del Sarto, which was first published in the volume of Browning's poem entitled Men and Women, right? And here in this poem there are three characters: Andrea del Sarto, then Lucrezia his wife, and then Lucrezia's lover, right? When we talk about Andrea del Sarto, he was thought to be a great painter, right? And then this is the Andrea del Sarto. We can say he was thought to be a great painter, but he was faultless but soulless. एक ऐसा पेंटर जिसकी पेंटिंग में कोई फॉल्ट नहीं था, कोई फ्लॉ नहीं था, लेकिन that was soulless, right? Why it was soulless we will discuss when we are going to discuss about theme. And early in life he fell in love with the married woman Lucrezia, right? She is Lucrezia. And when we talk about Andrea del Sarto, we can say that he's an artist whose workmanship is simply faultless, but it lacks soul. And he's infatuated with his wife Lucrezia, and in order to please her he embezzles the money given to him by his patron. और उसको इसकी इन्फेचुएशन इतनी ज़्यादा थी, इसका उसके ऊपर इतना ज़्यादा असर था कि इसके लिए लुक्रेजिया के लिए एंड्रिया डेल सार्टो ने, जो उसके पैट्रन किंग ऑफ फ्रांसिस फर्स्ट ऑफ फ्रांस जो था, जो उसका पैट्रन था, जो उसकी पेंटिंग्स को बाय करता था, उसकी मनी से ही अपना गुजारा करता था एंड्रिया डेल सार्टो, उसने उसको भी चीट किया और किसके लिए किया? फॉर his wife Lucrezia, right? We can say he is guilty of a far worse crime in neglecting his parents also. और ये सब कुछ उसने किया due to his infatuation with his wife. And तो इसका ये था, but Lucrezia, she does not love him and she is unfaithful to him, right? She was charming, no doubt she is a woman of rare beauty. She was charming but faithless. She is not merely unprincipled but heartless and shallow also. She is incapable of appreciating anything, right? But the lowest and most material aspects of life, she is the cause of Andrea's degradation and failure. She is the reason for his failure and degradation. इसके कारण ही जो उसकी डिग्रेडेशन हुई और जो उसकी पेंटिंग्स में जो सोल मिसिंग थी, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ लुक्रेजिया. एंड हाउ इट हैपेंड, लेट अस डिस्कस अबाउट इट्स थीम. Andrea del Sarto, right? We can say it is one of the greatest of dramatic monologues. Unlike other monologues, it does not grow out of a critical situation. It simply presents a painter's life, right? Other love monologues, when we talk about other love monologues, they exert an influence of love. But when we talk about Andrea del Sarto as a dramatic monologue, it tells the degrading effect of love on the great painter's soul, right? Lucrezia, she is in need of money, right? Browning's dramatic monologues spoken in the voice of historical Renaissance painter Andrea del Sarto, and he was appointed court painter by Francis, the King of France. The King of France was his patron and his wife is his inspiration, right? Buying her the things she wants and keeping her attention, Andrea cannot afford to focus solely on his art. उसकी main objective ही बस ये था कि उसकी wife को खुश रखना, and he thinks that she is his inspiration. वो जितनी paintings कर रहा है, that is because of her. और उसको खुश रखना, उसको जो भी चीज़ चाहिए, he cannot afford to focus solely on his art, और उसका सारा ध्यान उसी पे था. And for the sake of his wife, he left the French court by for Italy, but promised to return. Right now, Lucrezia, she is in need of money to pay off the debts of her lover who is waiting for her outside, and she agrees to her husband Andrea's request to sit by him for some time. Andrea actually takes hold of her hand and talks to her lovingly. He agrees to paint a picture in order to pay off her lover's debts. This is the reason. यहाँ से सारी स्टोरी स्टार्ट होती है कि उसको अपना फ्रेंच कोर्ट इटली के लिए क्यों छोड़ना पड़ा, क्योंकि लुक्रेजिया वाज इन नीड ऑफ मनी. उसको अपने जो लवर था उसका कर्जा चुकाना था और उसको उसके लिए मनी चाहिए थी, राइट? एंड एंड्रिया जो था वो उसके लिए एग्री हो जाता है, एंड ही एग्रीज टू paint a picture in order to pay off her lover's debts. But just then he started, he wants relaxation by taking her hands in his and looking at the city. Right, the next day, he is in the he has, we can say, such an idea that next day he will be in proper mood to paint the picture. He praises her, right, and he asks her to look at her at that portrait representing her first pride in him. Right, this is because of he thinks that his wife is his inspiration. And the king of France, and he agrees with Lucrezia to leave the French court for Italy, but promise to return. लेकिन वो एक उससे एक promise करता है कि वो फ्रेंच कोर्ट को छोड़ेगा इटली के लिए, जहां से जो किंग ऑफ फ्रांस है, जो कि उसका पैट्रन है, जो कि उसकी पेंटिंग्स खरीदता है और उसको वी कैन से इन एडवांस पे करता है, उसकी जो पेंटिंग्स होगी वो खरीदेगा. तो उसको ही वॉज नॉट इन मूड टू वी कैन से चीट हिम. उसका ये था कि वो इटली जाएगा, लेकिन वो जब सारा काम सेटल हो जाएगा, then he will come back. The king of France gave some money to him in advance to purchase Italian artworks for the court, and also the money advanced him his commissioned paintings, right? However, he spent all of the money on a house for himself and his wife in Italy and never returned to France. और उसकी जितनी मनी पैट्रन ने उसको दी थी, उसने ना उसकी पेंटिंग्स बनाई, और उसके अलावा उसने क्या किया, वो सारा पैसा उसने अपनी वाइफ के ऊपर खर्च कर दिया, उसको खुश करने के लिए, उसके लिए घर लेने के लिए, सब कुछ उसके अकॉर्डिंग करने के लिए. राइट, एंड उससे क्या हुआ, नाउ ही लिमेंट्स दैट हिज वर्ल्डली कंसर्न्स हैव kept him from fulfilling his promise as an artist. अब उसके पास ना पैसा है, ना वो वापस जा सकता. Now he is not happy with his life, what he has done. वो उस चीज से खुश नहीं है कि उसने ये क्या कर दिया. उसने अपने पैट्रन को भी चीट कर दिया और वाइफ भी उसके फेवर में नहीं है. Right? We can say that this talented painter, he was faultless in execution, but he was a moral and artistic failure. Right, he was, we can say, devoid of any lofty purpose. Right, so that is he was we can say he was only a great craftsman who could point out the technical mistakes in the others pictures, but he was an inferior artist. वो उसकी जो पेंटिंग थी उसमें वो वर्थ नहीं थी, वो सोल नहीं थी. राइट, एंड विद his bitterness in his voice, he tells Lucrezia that he possesses a great technical skill. He all praise him. He's a great technician, and in spite of that, he says that he can paint like Raphael and Michelangelo. Right? वो अपने आप को उनके साथ compare करता है. And he says that if Lucrezia had loved and inspired him, he would have attained Raphael's heights. If she had a noble mind along with perfect beauty and urged him not for money, but for we can say, but for God and His glory, he would have ranked with these painters. Right? अगर उसको लुक्रेजिया ने मनी के लिए इतना ना प्रेशराइज किया था, तो उसकी पेंटिंग माइकल एंजेलो से कम नहीं होती. Right? He would have ranked with such painters, and but he should not blame her, because ट्रू इंस्पिरेशन कम्स फ्रॉम विद इन. अपने आप से इंस्पिरेशन आती है, जैसे कि इन दोनों पेंटर्स की आती है. एंड ही टेक्स करेज इन द थॉट दैट गॉड कंपनसेट्स एवरीवन इन द एंड, एंड ही होप्स, ही हैड अ होप दैट गॉड विल रिवार्ड हिम इन द नेक्स्ट लाइफ. राइट, Andrea recollects his past life. The time he passed in France was a glorious time. Then he was inspired by King's humanity and generosity and sweet memory of his wife. He is now recollecting his, we can say, good vibes or good memories, right? And then he could rise to the heavenly heights. Then Lucrezia called him away from France. This was her triumph, this was her victory, and Andrea's misfortune. This is the beginning of Andrea's misfortune, and beginning of his degradation, beginning of his failure. Right, and here he embezzled the king's money, and instead of the virgin, made his wife model for his painting. He could easily rival other, we can say, other painters. He can easily improve his painting, but he lacks the soul which he possessed. It was because of her, it was only because of her wife that he threw away the chance to rise to the height in painting, right? Now he wants only smiling Lucrezia before him so that he could paint better to give money to her, right? This is the this is we can say his inspiration, कि उसकी wife ही उसकी inspiration है कि वो उसके सामने बैठेगी, she would smile before him or and he could paint better to give money to her in return, right? And Andrea wants her to be with him for some time, but she is impatient to join because of her lover. She is not sometime ready to because of her lover. She smiles before Andrea only to get money to pay her lover steps. उसने जितने उसके lover के जितने कर्जे थे उसको चुकाने के लिए वो एंड्रिया डेल सार्टो के आगे बैठती थी अपनी पेंटिंग बनवाने के लिए और स्माइल करती थी बिकॉज शी वाज एन इंस्पिरेशन फॉर हिम, और उसके बदले में वो मनी लेती थी जो कि उसने अपने लवर को देनी होती है, राइट? And Andrea del Sarto promises to paint a picture for her lover only the next day with Lucrezia as model, and he hopes to paint Madonna in future. But all we can say, all these things have no success. Then past memory come to him as if he were an old man. He realizes that he sinned in embezzling the money of King of France, and he was guilty of not taking care of his, we can say, old parents, aged parents, and he justifies saying that he suffered from lack of means and everybody must bear his lot in this world. He's so much degraded by the infatuation for his wife that he thinks her presence with him is a sufficient compensation on earth, right? In heaven he might get a chance to paint with great artists like Michelangelo and Raphael. He would even prefer to have her as model even in heaven, right? And at this moment a whistle is heard from Lucrezia's lover and Andrea permits her to join him, right? So this is all about this poem, and the theme, we can say this the theme is the inspiration behind true heart. Artistic greatness is not merely a matter of technical perfection, right? It must also be expressive, right? And Andrea del Sarto says that he would not blame Lucrezia for her lover to inspire him, right? And Andreas, we can say, he achieves the ideals of the perfect craftsman. He did not aspire high, so he feels all this thing, right? And the poem has a dramatic setting. Andrea is asking his wife to sit by his side for half an hour that evening as married people do, and next morning he would satisfy her with the fine painting for the rich for her lover, right? And Andrea with his wife is shown in his studio in the house built with King Francis money, right? So this is all about pathetic figure that is Andrea del Sarto, and we can say this poem is a remarkable piece of character study. The character of both Andrea del Sarto and Lucrezia, right? So friends, this is all about today's poem. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.